Ho, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mods 2 Ray Show. It is Friday, September. What's the day? The 3rd? September the 3rd, the year 2025. Allegedly. Allegedly, it's the year 2025. We never really fucking know out here. I am your host, Mods 2 Ray. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all know Fridays, we kind of get a little bit loose. And Friday, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I didn't see y'all Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday, I did, Are you as smart as a politician? And Monday, I made a scheduling error. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know the rules. Come in, comment, let me know where y'all watching from, what city. Philip. Oh, October. I said September. Thanks, Philip. I appreciate that. I said, damn. See? Friday. We here. We got a lot of work to do. Guys, these are unpopular opinions that will piss people off today. And I got a few giants and legends that I got to slay tonight. Peace, Rob. What's up? Guys, y'all know the routine. Share the space all over the place. We don't take ads. We don't fucking want to get paid by, we don't want to get $7,000 for posting for the Israeli government. So if you guys share the space all over the place, it will boost the signal. Support the work at givesingo.com/solutionary. Yeah, super weapons. We starting with Bill Burr. Tonight, I think this is what we're going to do every week from now on. If you guys don't know, the show is Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We talk about news, politics, comedy, entertainment, sports, whatever, as long as we tie back to a solution. And I think on Fridays, we're going to start talking about like a wrap-up of just shit that I just completely disagree with. And just the level of fucking like disdain for things that I have, that I traditionally want to give everybody a little bit more lessons. But I think Friday is my vent day. And some of the stuff that y'all are going to hear is going to disagree with me. Y'all going to disagree with. Again, guys, hit the like button. Cost you nothing. Share the space all over the place. Comment, let me know where you're from. We're going to start with Bill Burr. Bill Burr was and is one of my favorite comedians, if y'all did not know. I like aggressive, direct comedy. I like George Carlin. I like Eddie Murphy stand-up. I like Dave Chappelle. I like Tracy O'Neal. I like aggressive, by today's standards, sexist, homophobic, aggressive comedy. I do. When I know that it's comedy and I know that it's a joke and I can laugh, I make room for it. I'm not that way in my life. I don't go out of my way to be offensive to people. But when this person is a comedian, and if he or she can take some truth and turn it around, there's a young lady, she's a comedian. She got like a fupa. She got like a belly. But she made this one joke about the Jews, and I thought it was funny. Since then, I've kind of blocked her, and she's blocked me. I don't know her name. I forget her name. But she made this one joke, and it was going viral a couple of months ago. But anyway, if it's comedy, and I know it comes from a good place, and we all can laugh about it, and I know that the intent is cool, I'm with it. Black, white, everything in between. Don't care. If it's funny, the Dave Chappelle transgender shit was funny. And I don't think that Dave Chappelle's trying to actually fucking kill transgenders, right? I think that some people like really believe some of this shit and they really do want black or transgender or Jew or white people fucking killed. And that part I'm not with. But when it's funny, and I thought Bill Burr was aggressive. Bill Burr has legendary roasts and has roasted Philadelphians for being Philadelphians. We heckled him, and I say that people in the city of Philadelphia, heckled him. And Philadelphia is known for being aggressive as fans and spectators and all of that. We booed Santa Claus. I bullshit you not. We booed Beyonce. The year 2001, when Kobe Bryant and the Lakers with Shaq came to Philly for game one, and Beyonce and Destiny's Child, Beyonce, the other two girls from that group wore Sixers jerseys, and Beyonce wore a Kobe jersey, and Kobe from Philly. We booed the shit out of him. We'll boo Santa Claus. So Philly is aggressive. And Bill Burr heckled Philadelphians and got a standing ovation for doing so. I've watched every single one of his stand-up specials. For the longest time, I thought he had a balanced, nuanced, up the middle, call the bullshit on both sides agenda. But over the last few years, fucking Billy Boy has gotten 1,000% fucking soft, and I blame his wife. Yep, I said it. I blame his liberal black wife. Sorry, y'all. Tonight y'all gotta hear it. Y'all gotta hear it. Super Weapon says he from Boston. I got friends from Boston that don't do none of that liberal shit that he doing right now. Him being from Boston was a part of the reason why I thought he was, he would call the white bullshit. He would call the black bullshit. I love it. And he went, when I seen an interview with him sitting down smoking his cigars, and I was like, man, Bill's it. Bill is it. And he's just made one of the most contradictory fucking moves that in entertainment that builds their base one way and does a 180. He's doing what Trump did. Trump, and I've said this a few times, we're going to go over Trump tonight. We're going to go over fucking Candace Owens. I'm going to tell y'all what I think about fucking Erica Kirk. Friday nights, the fucking gloves come off. Bill Burr is doing what Donald Trump did as he campaigned all through 2023, 2024, got in office and did the exact opposite. Bill Burr is doing exactly what fucking Kash Patel did. And I'm like, damn, is there something in the water when you get a certain level of fame? What the fuck is going on? But what I do know is it was contradictory. But I'm saying it's contradictory not for the reasons that y'all think. Let's read it. Comedian actor Bill Burr made a terrible mistake and performed at the Riyadh Comedy Festival for a big bag of Saudi blood money, and his fans didn't appreciate Mr. Kill the Billionaires playing court jester for Saudi royalty. George Carlin is rolling over in his grave. Bill Burr defends his appearance at the Riyadh Comedy Festival, calling it one of the top 3 experiences I've had and mind-blowing. Quote, it was great to experience that part of the world and to be a part of the first comedy festival over there in Saudi Arabia. The royals loved the show. Everyone was happy. The people that were doing the festival were thrilled. I had to stop a couple of times during the show and say, to be honest with you guys, I cannot fucking believe any of you have any idea who I am. It was just this great exchange of energy. They know their reputation, so they were extra friendly. Now, I'm not mad at that part. And any of you motherfucking struggle bunnies, what Andrew Tate, I'm going to channel some Andrew Tate tonight, that energy. Any of you brokies that are upset that Bill Burr went there and got $1.5 million to do a comedy show, I'm not disagreeing with Bill Burr for that. I'm not mad that Bill Burr sold out and was contradictory in that lane. I don't give a fuck about that. I told y'all from the very beginning, I got a sellout number. It's $800 million. If y'all see 2 of the same fucking Continental GT and a white Continental GT, if you see me with those 2 fucking vehicles, it's over. Go watch my old shit. Somebody at the CIA, the NSA, the fucking Illuminati Jews, whoever the fuck is behind all of it, whoever, they gave me the bag. They gave me $800 million if you see me with the 2 and don't listen to me. That's my sellout number. Let's be honest about it. The only thing I won't do to sell, I can't do the gay shit. I can't. I can't. That part, I won't. You guys don't have to give me the 800 million. Give me like 400 million and take out the gay shit. Okay? But know that I show up with 2 black and white Continental GTs. Old Maj Toure is gone. But not because of I just didn't believe in the thing and I really changed who I was. No. Not for that. It's for the big ass bag of fucking money. That's what it would be for. So you brokies that are upset at Bill Burr, who's been rich for some time now, just because you fell for the media propaganda and he continued to make it look like he was the champion of the men. No. Bill's not been that way for a while. I'm not mad at Bill for this big contradiction here. And be clear, it is a contradiction. I'm not mad at him for that. I'm mad at him for marrying that liberal fucking black woman that took his fucking balls. That's why I'm mad at old Billy Boy. His comedy, his movie selections, even the characters that he's played, once he got in The Mandalorian and got that Disney money, you started turning into a bitch, and your wife has been 1,000% behind the whole situation. I don't give a fuck. Bill Burr was already a millionaire. Stop it. And I'm not mad at somebody taking a flight over to safe-ass Saudi Arabia or wherever the fuck he was. Damn near no crime. Okay? He's already got millions of dollars. I ain't tripping about that shit. I don't give a fuck about that. I give a fuck more about the contradiction when you didn't have to. And now you're trying to spin it because your PR wife, your PR leftist wife, is convincing you that this is the right way to spend it. As opposed to just going, I fucking wanted to do it. And it was a bag of money and fuck you. I would honestly appreciate that. But you didn't have to go do all that in this. Oh, the Saudi royals, you tap dancing contradictory motherfucker. Yeah, they cut your foot off for some dumb shit. That's when I see them loud black women, and this is not a representation at all, our Nubian queens. This is not a representation of all of our Nubian queens, right? But when them loud black women go over to Dubai or Abu Dhabi and get loud and with all of that shit, and then they end up in a motherfucking cell, right? Or they go over to Russia, thinking because they a 6'8" basketball player from the WNBA and think they won't get in the motherfucking stern, right? They rough over there. So I ain't mad at, that. I get it. But when he goes over there and safe ass, no crime having ass, I could leave one of my 2 Bentley Continental GTs parked somewhere with the door open with the keys on the roof and don't nobody touch it. When he go over there and secure 1.5, I'm not mad at the money grab. I'm mad at the spin. This shit right here is the gayest shit in the world. Oh, the royals loved it. This is all white liberal fucking PR. But Bill Burr ain't been one of us meat and potato motherfuckers for a long time. Since The Mandalorian. He ain't been that. He like the Roots. The Roots act like they, hip hop, this, that, and the third. Man, you are the fucking house band for, what is it, Kimmel or one of them motherfuckers. They are the Alabama porch monkeys. Why am I saying that? Don't get upset with me, y'all. They played, see, this is where art imitate life. Did y'all know that the Roots played in a movie, a Spike Lee movie called Bamboozled? And they were the house band for this shuck and jive tap dance. It was literally a tap dance show that was on national television that they played. It was called Sleep and Eat and Man Tan. And it was 2 real coons, house niggas. And they would tap dance every night. This was a movie called Bamboozled. And the fucking Roots was the fucking house band for this late night TV show. It's a real movie. The Wayans, the older Wayans is in it. But I bet most of y'all never seen this movie. And the name of their house band was called the Alabama Porch Monkeys. I bullshit you not. And now what are the Roots? A house band. Don't tell me all of that. We real hip hop. You corporate and sterile as shit. Stop. When I'm at Mooshaloo a couple of summers ago, and I see Questlove slide onto the brunch on Mooshaloo and DJ for the white linen crowd, don't tell me about that real hip hop shit no more. Just own your corporate status. I'm trying to go a little bit more corporate. Me personally, I'm gonna try to only cuss and be aggressive on Fridays. And I'm gonna pray to y'all white Jesus on Sunday. And he gonna forgive me. So next Friday, I'm gonna be right back on y'all ass. till they come give me the $800 million. D Simp says Spike Lee did that movie. Yep. Bookworm says they all go corporate eventually, don't they? Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg. I can't go with Cube. Cube's still there for me. Snoop is 1,000% corporate, and I like Snoop's corporate. Snoop like everybody cool uncle. I like Snoop's corporate. Right? Allen Iverson didn't go corporate. Right? I love that Shaq went corporate. I love it. Shaq owned 5 guys and this, that, and third. But before we go too far into that, one, support the word, guys. I want everybody to hit the like button. Hit the like button, share the space all over the place. Hit the repost. Big Rob says, hey, the Israelis paying everybody $7,000 a post. Hey, I'm rumbling to try to get the Solutionary Center built. I'm trying to tell y'all to give single. Maybe I got it wrong. You never know. Right? I need some of them Israeli government. Who giving up the $7,000 a post? I might have something in the queue for. Okay? But support the word, guys, so I don't have to give, I don't got to be $7,000 a post from the Israeli government. GiveSendGo.com/solutionary and share the space all over the place. Kymer Shadow says, respect to Snoop. He assisted my uncle in making his album. I'm going to say this. Who your uncle, Kymer Shadow? I'm going to say it this way. I'm not mad. Braxton, what's up? I'm not mad at Bill Burr, who's a father now, who's a husband, for getting a bag of money. Anybody that tells you that you shouldn't get a bag, if it's within your principles and you cool with it, go do it. My contradiction is how he became fucking soft. That last movie that he did on Netflix, I forgot the name of it. And it was just like they had a t-shirt company and he wound up being super soft at the end of the movie. Pause. And I just was like, this is some liberal shit. He had to like apologize to his wife and all of that shit. That 1,000% has his wife's hand all in it. And it's unfortunate that it's a Nubian queen. It's a Nubian queen that got him. I start to feel like they be sending people. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Because I don't want to get on Bill Burr too much. But I think he sold out that way. I want to tell y'all, I think every so often they send me a black liberal to act like he my friend, to try to change my messaging. It happened a few times with me. 3 that come to mind that I think. One, the first one was Isaiah Washington. And then he switched from being a liberal to act like he's conservative. Isaiah Washington, if y'all ever noticed, years ago, he tried to get me to give him 30% of Black Guns Matter. If y'all didn't, somebody said don't name him. Don't name him. Bookworm said don't name him. All right, I can't name him. Either way, I believe that every so often, they send liberals your way to try to act like you down or see if you down, to see if you going to buy into the bullshit. That's what I think. I'm telling y'all how y'all can get me to buy into the bullshit. Give me $800 million or give me $300 million in Bitcoin. No gay stuff. No Diddy. Shouts to my man Diddy. Oh yeah, we going there tonight too. Y'all heard that he got sentenced today, right? But before we get to that, let's end up with Bill Burr. I think that his wife was sent. And I think anybody that starts to use whatever their platform is to lean people into more limited government, distrust the official narrative, I think they magically show up with like, if you white, they give you a white liberal wife as a handler. If you black, they give you like a white liberal girl. All of the basketball players and like rappers, they all get the same makeshift type of wife. They all look like Build-A-Bear, Build-A-Bitch. Okay? It's like a weird like control mechanism that shows up. And I think that's what Bill Burr's wife is. That's what I think. He was fucking funnier before. I love anybody that is willing to stick to the craft and like really, really to like rumble and then build their own following. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm doing. I don't fit all the way on the right in the sense of the extreme right be on some stupid shit. So what I don't identify, like me and the Hodge twins, we like follow each other, but the Hodge twins be playing that like attack black people shit. I'm not with that. And the left be on some like men or women shit, and I'm not with that. I'm not with the super transgender shit. So I got to build my own thing. So I'm not mad at somebody to get to the millions by building their own thing. I like a Nipsey Hussle model, right? But when you pretend like it's not what it is as far as it's the money, then do you let somebody else package your narrative? Even reading this shit right here sound like a fucking PR nightmare to me. But maybe I'm just too much of a fucking actual patriot, I suppose. Maybe I think that people should stand on their principles. I think that people should actually have a fucking standard and maintain it. That's what I think. Me personally. I think that if you selling out, you should say, I'm going to sell out. I actually got a renewed slither of respect for Tekashi 6ix9ine by going, yeah, I rat it. All of these motherfuckers rat. And I'm the only one that whatever. These motherfuckers tried to kill me. They fucked my baby mom, da-da-da-da. I don't believe in ratting, but I appreciate the honesty. Big Rob says, so does black conservative perspective be on this black bashing? It's the easiest way to come up because the right is like, has a certain amount of those low IQ whites. The troglodytes exist in the melanated and non-melanated spaces. And the right, the easiest way to come up is to appeal to them troglodytes on the right and say negative things about black people, easily debunk bullshit. Candace Owens did it. Charlie Kirk did it. It's one of all of them people that I just named, they do it on their social media platforms. The Hodge twins is comedians, so they kind of like blend it. Some of their shit they say is funny in relation to it. But they also like mix. They like half-breeds of shit. They like, what do they call them? Mulattoes. What do they call them people that's mixed? Half-breeds. What's the word? What's the politically correct term? Right? 50-50 mutts, whatever they call, right? So they get to like say, well, I'm black too and I'm white too. Andrew Tate do that shit too. So I'm just not there. But if you're a comedian, you say it, and if it come off funny, I'm like, yo, it's a joke, right? I get it on certain levels. Either way, at the end of the day, I'm not fucking cool on it on either side when I know that it's used. And I say that, biracial, that's what it's called. Biracial. Mutts. You mean? Test tube babies, whatever, I don't know. Oreos, whatever we want to call it, right? I just think that when you're building something and you're doing that and you are shunned because you have standards like solutionaries do, right? I'm not mad at somebody that gets to the millions by doing it their own way. And I would never say Bill Burr's a sellout because he went over there and got 1.5. Shut the fuck up. Let the Qatar or the Israelis be out and be like, Maj, we got 1.5 for you to come out and talk to us. All right, cool. I'm going to fly over. I told y'all the sellout number. It's 800 million. If they fly me out for the 1.5, I might not bend at the wall, but I might like wink for y'all at the wall. I might be like, right? And we fund these fucking classes. Because it seems like y'all don't want to fucking do it. So I understand if somebody been in the grind like a Bill Burr for however long and they get to the millions. I ain't even mad at that. He a sellout because he's fake about it. That's the part that y'all getting fucked up about. Not about that. He argued about Beyonce and all of this other shit. He said all of that shit, the Beyonce and this. Where is that? Somebody said, Bill Burr went from doing stand-up on a bus just to get a free World Series ticket to cashing in on that Saudi blood money. The sellout arc is officially complete. There it is. And this is from one of the movies that he was in. The sellout arc is complete. The black liberals have done their job. Just caught up on a Riyadh Comedy Festival controversy. The bags must have been ginormous, but holy shit, Guys like Bill Burr, whose entire Red Sox set was comics can't say nothing anymore, signed this contract. Every man's got a price, I suppose, but bleh. Content restrictions. Artists shall not prepare or perform any material that may be considered to degrade, defame, or bring into public disrepute, contempt, scandal, embarrassment, or ridicule, A, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, including its leadership, public figures, culture, or people, the Saudi royal family, legal system, or government, and any religion, religious tradition, religious figure, or religious practice. Woo, it's a whole lot to this. There's a whole lot to it. That's what makes it fake. It's not about the money, to me. It's about you went against everything that you said. You got with a liberal woman, and I can only believe that it's because of the woman. It's the only thing that I can believe. What else changed? What else changed? Now, who else was there? Let's see who was all there. Who was all there? Is this a fake? Is this a fake joint? I'm gonna put this on mute. Is this all who was here? We got Pete Davidson. We ain't heard from Aziz Ansari since the leftists came for him when the girl said she sucked his dick twice. She sucked his dick twice, and then after sucking his dick twice, she says, oh, he didn't force me to, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable, but he didn't take my nonverbal cues. The left canceled Aziz Ansari, and y'all ain't heard from him since. So I get it. Why not go over to fucking Riyadh and get that bag? So we got him. We got, I don't know who, we got Pete Davidson. I know of this guy, Tom Segura or something like that. Dave was there? Dave Chappelle? Oh, let's see who all was there. Is this real? Is this flyer real? Yo. Bill? Oh. Is this, there's no way that this is a, hold on, let me pause it. There is no way that this is a real flyer. Please tell me that this is not a real flyer. This got to be AI like fake comedy. Somebody get in the Googles or the Groks or whatever. Tell me if this is real. This can't be real. Y'all fucking with me. There's no way that this is real. Bruh. Oh, this got to be a joke. All right, okay. Listen. I'm not mad at him for getting that money. I'm mad at him for pretending like they something they not. That's what I'm mad. I'm mad at allowing your handlers, when you already have millions, when you already got millions, and you go that far with the contradiction because your handlers tell you it's okay. That's the part I got a problem with. Bill Burr, you just fucked your legacy up. To me. And maybe it ain't about legacy with them no more. Maybe it's not. At the age of 57, Bill Burr decides Arabs are human because he sees them drinking Starbucks. When he flew into Saudi Arabia, Burr's nervousness crept back. I guess it's from an article. Crept back, but he was struck by the amount of local Western influence. You think everybody's... This is my Bill Burr impression. You think everybody's going to be screaming death to America? And they're going to have like fucking machetes and want to like chop my head off, right? Right? Burr said. Because this is what I've been fed about that part of the world. I thought this place was going to be really tense. And I'm thinking like, is that a Starbucks next to a Pizza Hut, next to a Burger King, next to a McDonald's? They got a fucking Chili's over here. So it's okay, y'all. It's okay to sell out to corporate establishments. It's okay to sell out to corporate establishments. Since there's a Starbucks over there, and the vast majority of your comedy has been these weird-ass leftists in their Starbucks, a lot of it, right? And the soft snowflakes bullshit, right? It's okay now because it's 1.5 million. This shit is, hey, we started with something very, very light, right? Talking about Bill Burr. Bookworm says it's a real fly. I don't know about that part with the garb on though. That shit was funny though. I would love to see the set. I want to see the set. If somebody got a link to the set, send it to me. Because I want to watch it and see if it's funny. But when you compromise yourself and your values that hardcore, I gotta say something. I just think it's damaging to the legacy. But like Mike Tyson said, legacy don't mean shit. Mike Tyson was fighting Jake Paul last year. Bullshit. Mike Tyson lost on purpose. We got Gervonta Davis, completely different weight class. But now Gervonta Davis is about to fight fucking one of them Paul motherfuckers. Okay? Seems like he hasn't been fucking with Rogan much after he changed. I see that. Bookworm says, that's like when liberals are shocked because a black person can speak so well. That's true. Not wrong, Walter says, the bullshit is they all trade comedy for a message. We ain't here for a message, boys. I'm here for a message if the message is funny if you're a fucking comedian. But when you jump out there and say, I'm a comedian, I make fun of everything, and I'm taking a bag from everybody to talk this shit, I'm with you when you do that. But when you rail so far one way, and then you go the exact opposite, that's why I'm going to be very, very critical of fucking Donald Trump. I get it. Donald Trump just now says today, which he said today, Israel has to stop bombing Gaza. He said that today. Yeah, because the sale just went off. You just sold $1 billion worth of United States military equipment. You and the European allies, that deal just went through September the 16th. So you can say it now, but your actions are in opposition to it. Same as you campaigned no new wars. Your first term was no new wars. And now you get into this the exact opposite. And I call bullshit on that. And y'all could get mad at me because I know a lot of my followers is Trump supporters. I'm not mad at y'all for liking Trump. I'm laughing at y'all for not being able to call Trump's bullshit. Trump is not pro-gun. Trump is not pro-Second Amendment. Trump has spent more than the Biden administration already. Same and more of Biden's spending levels. This is the opposite of what you campaigned against. This is the opposite of the Avengers that you put together. And I was like, damn, I might be on board for that. I'm not mad at you trading the comedy for the message if your message was consistent the whole time. But when you do the 180, I got to call it out. I got to call it out. Simple and plain. And it's the next thing I got to call out. Before I call it out, go to the next thing. Guys, share the space all over the place. Hey, Will May, what you talking about? Can I have a hug? What type of gay shit is that? And Will, stop putting me. Will, ain't you the same one that tried to charge me like $1,900 to make a fucking shit coin? Was that you? Or that might be somebody else. Was that you? Might be somebody else. Is that you that's putting me in all of these fucking racist ass fucking X groups and the DM groups? Is that you? That might be somebody else. Was that you? Because Friday is the perfect day to come up here and get ridiculed. I say all of the wild shit on Fridays. You mean? What's happening with the hug shit? I don't hug men. My dad died, not long ago. I don't ever remember hugging my fucking dad. Fuck are you talking about? Can I have a hug? I hug beautiful women with slim waists and bubbles. That's who I hug. And some of them I don't even touch. I air hug them. There's pictures of me with women. I'm doing a Keanu Reeves hand hover for beautiful women. What the fuck you mean, can you have a hug? Starch Manning says, guys, remember, do the super chats. Starch Manning says, I don't get small government party cheer on troops in American streets, suppression of free speech, and ICE literally ripping kids from their bedrooms at night and throwing an 80-year business owner down. That is what this current administration is doing. Did you guys know that while we were arguing over last week, Trump secretly put together some shit together where they're trying to federalize the police force? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Oh no, we was talking about Charlie Kirk and shit. Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This week y'all gonna get mad. I don't give a fuck that Charlie Kirk's dead. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. Y'all ain't gonna ride for your man like y'all say y'all is. I think this same system killed Charlie Kirk. That's what I think. That's what I think. I don't think Charlie Kirk was this super intelligent fucking person. I think he got groomed into a position. How you just randomly get $75 million? And all of it. Let me ask y'all something. When was Charlie Kirk's funeral? When was Charlie Kirk's funeral, y'all? Yeah. Yeah, Benny. Thanks for that, Starch, for that $10 super chat. Guys, we try to get $200 of super chats. If you got a super chat, we now need $190 more. 4 of y'all can donate $50 and do it. We try to do that Monday through Friday. That's $1,000 a week. Help out with the work, guys. We got 29 days to buy our solutionary center, hit our goal. We got 29 days. If you got a small business, you know somebody with a small business, put their name and website in the super chat so I can get them a shout. Yeah, Benny, federalize the police force. Go Google it. I don't want y'all to believe a fucking thing that I say. But anyway, going back to Charlie Kirk, right? Anybody see his what's the name? Anybody know where he buried at? What city is Charlie Kirk buried in? Somebody tell me what city he buried in and what funeral and what cemetery. Did y'all know that they dug up and cemented over Charlie Kirk where he was shot at? Did y'all know that? I don't fall for the bullshit. And y'all gonna get upset with me every Friday more than likely. Super Weapon says Mount Sinai. Did you see the funeral? I didn't. I saw a WWE wrestling set. That's what I saw. I saw a WWE wrestling set with some shit like this on it. That's what I saw. Got her. Did y'all know that Donald Trump knew Erica Kirk before she met Charlie Kirk? See, I don't give a fuck about none of this because this shit is wild. I talk about these things to y'all, and on Fridays I get a little bit more loose. I talk about these things with y'all because this is like the first season of the Chappelle Show. At the first season of the Chappelle Show, Comedy Central was a small network. They had a budget for the show, but him and his right-hand man, Neil, and other writers was doing the show like nobody was watching because nobody was watching Comedy Central like that. Right? And then he made something great. And then people started looking. So right now, ain't nobody, I might get 300 or 400 or 500 of y'all per night, right? Y'all with me. I fuck with y'all. Y'all solutionaries. We can talk that shit with each other, right? So this is the first season. I haven't gotten my platforms rebuilt and big enough as of yet for them to come buy me with the $800 million. So in the meantime, I get to talk all of the shit I want because y'all like family. We get to chop it up as solutionaries, all right? But I know that most of the white people that's talking that Charlie Kirk shit ain't gonna ride for him. You know who is fucking riding for him? It ain't his wife. It's Candace Owens. I think Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk were fucking. That's what I think. Yeah, sip that tea. Candace Owens going harder for Charlie Kirk than all of these motherfuckers on the internet talking about we'll never forget you. Y'all ain't even hearing about Charlie Kirk right now. If not for Candace Owens, I want somebody to ride for me. They come get me. I want y'all to ride for me like Charlie Kirk like Candace Owens riding for Charlie Kirk. They was the best of friends. They kept in close contact, traveling so long, so many hours together. And y'all seen that video with Candace. I know all of the men know what I'm talking about. When she's like, you know what every single man thought at that moment. Guys, y'all don't got to say it if you don't want to, but give me a little symbol in the caption, Bookworm talking about sometimes people just good friends. Girl, if you don't get mad, please. You sound like a female. Bookworm, you sound like a female. Sometimes people are just good friends. Fuck out of here. Fuck. Y'all forget that I be in them rooms quietly. Y'all forget. And that video from last week, guys, what was every guy thinking about? I even reposted. I said, wait, hear me out now. She riding for Charlie Kirk, like Lil' Kim was emotional for Biggie. Woo! Like Lil' Kim was crying at the funeral for Biggie. Candace said she wasn't even going to the wake or whatever that WWE shit was. She said she wasn't going to the funeral. I think because she didn't want to break down. Y'all remember that picture? Some of y'all whippersnappers. Y'all don't know I'm 65 years old. Y'all don't know that. Because I'm a member of the Solutionary 9 and I drink plenty of water every day. And I eat my fruits and vegetables and I work out. And I got shoulder privilege and black don't crack. You see what I'm saying? But some of y'all don't know that at the funeral of the notorious B.I.G., God bless the dead, who was married to Faith Evans, and Lil' Kim was his homie. She was going through it at the funeral. I think Candace ain't show up for that reason. I'm trying to tell you what time it is. I see shit. I pay attention. And I listen to women. I pay attention to what women say. Candace riding harder for motherfucking Charlie Kirk than Erica Kirk is. But speaking of Erica Kirk, let's talk about it. Quentin says, no way I'm 65. Shit. I'll be 100 in 35 years. I'll be 100 years old. See, that's the trick. Y'all think because I wear a backwards hat and talk that talk and got my ear to the street. You know what I mean? Squat, get that squat, that 500 squat. Get that 405 on the press. I'm a solutionary. You know what I'm saying? I'm God's favorite. You God's favorite too. You just got to join Solutionary University. You can become God's favorite too. But Candace riding. And I like that she riding for him. Ride for your man. It's Erica Kirk shows up. Meet Erica Kirk, Franz Kirk. Miss Arizona 2012. Trump, I do got to sell snapbacks. We got a solutionary snapback coming. We got solutionary sweatsuits coming. Y'all know it's hoodie season. BlackGunsMatter.shop. Make sure y'all support the fucking movement. Okay? I'm putting together a whole set. Because see, the reason why I ain't getting the views, I'm talking to y'all from this old laptop. I got to set my setup. It's coming, y'all. It's coming. Trust me. I'm rumbling a couple of things right now, but it's coming. Right? Because none of these conservative motherfuckers, when I talk my shit, they ain't got no work put in the street like I do for unifying America. They don't go to the hood. They talk about the hood. They get on these microphones and talk all of this shit about black people, about the Jews, about the whites, about both sides, the left, the right. Fuck them all if they ain't solutionary. Fuck them. And who gonna do something to me? Who gonna do something to me? None of them. And I dare y'all to say any name. Tatum fat, out of shape. I came this close to slam dunking his now wife. See, y'all don't know. Some of y'all just showed up. Y'all don't know about this last 8 years of back and forth. Y'all don't know. Me, I ain't gonna say my man's name, but he may or may have not been at one of the events that I spoke at on a prominent page. Me and my man, and Brandon Tatum was like at the same time about to slam dunk his wife. He just married the Joan. He just married her. We knew she was a single serve usage. He married her and got her pregnant. And like I said to y'all earlier, on the conservative side, they send you somebody. This is who your person gonna be. On the left side, they send you somebody. This is who your person gonna be. I think Brandon got caught up in that. But yeah, me and one of the homies was gonna slam dunk her. But that was a different life. Either way, ain't none of these people gonna do nothing to me. They ain't about that life. Most of these people don't even carry fucking guns. They can't fight. They don't hit the gym. They don't be in the community serving. They don't do nothing for the unification of America. They get behind these cute ass sets and they talk that shit. But not based in reality. They say divisive shit to get people arguing. I can do that. Let me finish getting my set together. Ain't none of these people put in more work than me to strengthen America. See, there's a difference between talking shit about Americans and trying to help the Americans that want actual help. There's a difference. I show up at every spot, strapped, in shape, shoulder privilege, handsome privilege, community service privilege. Come on, man. So I got y'all. But anyway, before I get too far, listen, I don't want to be rude to nobody's wife. You know what I'm saying? I said almost. Little few DMs here and there. You know what I mean? Nothing heavy. They wasn't married then. You know what I mean? But my point in saying this is, it just seems to me like on the right, they give them like a white weird wife if they happen to be black conservatives. And you love who you love, no doubt. But on the left, they give you a different thing. And it's just weird as all of these men start actually like listening to these fucking weird women that just seem to pop up in their life. I'm telling y'all, they send me men like men, like black liberal men that act like they want to be the homie. I'm like Allen Iverson. If y'all ever been through Philly back in the day when AI was here, right? He had more male groupies than he had female groupies, so don't get me fucked up. But he had a lot of male groupies. They send me like the male dudes that like whatever. You know what I mean? Then they turn into some other shit when they see they can't bend me. I'm building my own shit though with y'all. But anyway, speaking of a woman being sent, I don't fucking trust Erica Kirk. I never met the chick. I don't give a fuck about her. Everything about her seems weird as fuck. Everything about her backdrop. Everything about her response. It's weird that fucking Charlie Kirk's parents had, like, it's weird. It's just weird. I'm not saying it's 1,000% the whole thing. Hey, what I said? What I said for the pause? What I said, y'all? I missed it. My bad, y'all. Right? I'm just, that they send the men? Yeah, that's a little weird, right? Nonetheless, right? Y'all might get mad at me. I don't fucking trust this Erica Kirk chick. I don't know her. You shouldn't trust her. You shouldn't be having this amazing trust for Charlie Kirk. I've seen how Charlie Kirk treated certain people in real life. That does not mean that he didn't use something or have a machine backing him that helped him galvanize a bunch of young men. All right, cool. That's one thing. Andrew Tate got a bunch of galvanizing for men, young men. That don't mean that I'm like he's worthy of emulation. Anybody that's going to get on a fucking social media platform and repeat debunked talking points about black, white, anything in between people, that they lose me a little bit. If you want here and you supposedly pro-black, and everything that you're talking about is how the white man is the devil, you lose me. Why are you so focused on white men? What, you gay? What, you Will May in here trying to get a hug and shit? The fuck is that? So, you're supposed to ask certain questions about certain shit. And I'm asking certain questions about certain people that just always got to talk negative about other Americans. Never the same energy for the government. Always seeming a way to fucking dick ride the state. Always. Got a way to dick ride the state somehow. Somehow they could find time to meet gobble law enforcement. Supposed to be patriots. Dick riding law enforcement. You got come and take it as a sticker on pause. On one side of your bumper sticker, pause. And then on one hand of your bumper, you got a Molo Lave and thin blue line shit. Every time you turn around, everybody got something to say about negative about one particular group of Americans. It's the blacks, it's the whites, it's the Jews, it's the Spanish. Everybody need to learn to speak language. You goofy motherfuckers is mad that fucking Bad Bunny is a conversation on the NFL when you ain't even supposed to be watching the NFL, you motherfuckers. You the same motherfuckers is now talking about cancel Netflix. You ain't cancel it 5 years ago around cuties. Oh, you got it back again? Shut the fuck up. Y'all ain't gonna ride for Charlie Kirk. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. And I got questions around all of that. I don't think Erica Kirk gonna ride for him. I think she a fucking plant. Period. Meanwhile, the government is can palantir this. Why ain't none of these fucking pundits talking about that? All of your famous pundits on the right is right back to dick riding the government. Now we down with the FBI again? Fuck out of here. Now we believe everything? Erica Kirk, Miss Arizona 2012. Trump pageant girl, casting director. Now the widow queen inheriting the Charlie Kirk empire. But peel back the trad wife veneer and you'll find something darker. She ran Romanian Angels, an orphan ministry in Constanta, Romania, where Andrew Tate is posted up at. Locals accused it of trafficking children under the guise of mission work. Exactly the model exposed in the Clinton Foundation. Scandals in Guatemala through Save the Children. Those Romanian orphans are exported to UK, Israel, and undisclosed islands. Philanthropy or pipeline. Her resume writes itself like a honeypot manual. I'll be doing the Keanu hover hands. I'll be doing shit because I think everybody that got sent my way is trying to get me. That's what I think. Her resume writes like a honeypot manual. Trump's Miss Arizona 2012. Trump-owned pageant. Casting director. Founder of multiple nonprofits with orphan projects. Married into MAGA's golden boy after falling in love over an interview set up by Trump's team. Now, there's also a rumor, I don't know if this is true or not, that she had a previous marriage before she got married to Charlie Kirk. I'm finding it very difficult to find shit about her on the internet. It's like they scrubbing it. Anyway, her father, Department of Defense, Raytheon, and the Israeli division. Her parents, prominent Zionists. Her grandfather, Carl Kenneth Franz, Vice President of American Banknote Company. Yes, the ones tied to secure printing and IDs. Was Grand Chief for the Independent Order of Vikings, knighted by the King of Sweden. This is not some random trad wife. She was wealthy before knowing Charlie. Zoom out. The architect is deja vu. Roy Cohn built the CIA sex kitten blackmail machine. Trump owned pageants and perfect leverage farms. Epstein was a franchise. Erica's pageant to angel trajectory fits the blueprint. Why would a young multimillionaire from an initiated family become a Trump girl unless Erica attended Jesuit University, Regis University, located in Denver, Colorado. Guess who else attended the Jesuit school? Again, Erica was recruited into modeling. Her first pageants were Donald Trump owns pageants, winning Miss Arizona. Da 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 ba ba da ba ba da da da. I don't trust the bitch and don't know her. Sorry, guys. Y'all ain't gonna like that. It's Friday. It's Friday. I got a hard work weekend of fundraising that I gotta do. I gotta separate the wheat from the chaff. If you're not a critical thinker to just ask certain questions, this could all be wrong. Everything could be wrong, right? Or just a coinkydink. It could be. It could be. It could be all a coinkydink. This a trad wife? This a trad wife right here, y'all? That's traditional? Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. I'm tripping? I might be. I don't think so. But it seemed like Candace going harder for her friend than she is. Oh. Hey, Israelis, solutionaries, and it ain't helping. Fly me over. I need 1.5. I'm going to do the comedy show. Then I'm going to touch the... Matter of fact, I need the Qataris and the Israelis. Split the 1.5, 750, 750. Get me over there for a firearms class for the Qataris and then fly me over to the wall so I could wing at the wall. 750, 750. 1.5. What's up? I'm tired. But this Miss Erica Kirk at the Western Wall in Jerusalem. Maybe it's the coincidence. Bookworm say, I mean, it's not uncommon for rich people to kind of arrange marriages. All right. Then own that it's arranged marriage. But that's not what she said. Y'all know where she said she met Charlie? In Israel. In Israel. The story that they told was a story. If it's an arranged marriage, say my family and this family knew, I can respect that. It's the same thing with the Bill Burr situation. I'm doing it. I'm going over here for this bag of money and fuck what you say. Tell the truth. This looks structured. And just say, there were arranged marriages in the Bible. We Christian. Why everybody over there touching the wall? Why? I'm wrong? Tell me where I'm wrong. You know what song should be playing to this? That's why I fuck your bitch, you fat mother. Make money. Take money. First off, up the bitch and you click, you claim. That's what song should be playing right here. This looks weird. But here come his boo thing. To save the day. His boo thing. Hey, listen. Once Candace started getting black people to do her hair, she got the either the perm or she got that straight comb. You know, y'all, you black women know. Put that hot comb on the stove. She got that. She started looking a lot more. You put a little weight on her. I know she married. So I'm not saying this to be rude to Candy. Just like Candy. She riding for her, her friend. I think it was a little bit more than that. Me personally, but let's see what she's talking about.
Here, he'd be talking about the weird things that were being told about this story, right? Ironically. And so many people have reached out and they spoke about the finances at Turning Point USA. And, I'm not exactly a forensic accountant, but I know that other journalists got really interested in this angle who were similarly receiving leaks and have pushed this off to forensic accountants. And some of the stuff is getting very interesting. But I did want to show you guys this because I think this proves what we have been hearing. It's at least a starting point. An insider who said that they were there and present when Charlie had expressed some concerns about where the money was going. And leading up to that moment, Charlie had by and large completely removed himself outside of the organ of fundraising, which is to say that it wasn't something that he necessarily had his finger on. Of course, he always would show up for top donor meetings. He is the face of the company. But in terms of the accounting specifics, he trusted his lieutenants. Of course, something that big, you're clearing $100 million a year. You got to have lieutenants and you have to trust.
This is where I want y'all to think about this. What would be the reason that somebody gives a 20-some-odd-year-old to 31, he was 31 when he got killed. Why would you give somebody $100 million? What would be the reason to give somebody? If I give you $100 million, let's say we playing sports. If I give you a contract for $100 million, and let's say it's 10 owners of one team, right? Boom. I give you $100 million because I need you to bring me $1 billion in ticket sales, popcorn sales, insert whatever. What would be the reason to give? Y'all can call in too. If you want to call in, if you want YouTube, hit the link. It's in the comments. It's on the screen right now, but if in the comment section, if you want to jump in, give your perspective, tell me where I'm wrong. Why would you give somebody $100 million? so you can get them to do what you want them to do. Right? That's why I don't take too many big donors for our, first of all, not too many big donors really want fucking freedom. They don't want freedom. They want to look like they want freedom, but they want the control over the person that can maneuver things in a certain way. That's all Turning Point was to me. There's like, I don't say fake shit about people and organizations when they die. I'm not that person. I'm not going to say fake shit. Turning Point didn't even keep Arizona red. It turned blue fucking with them, where they were headquartered. Okay? We just want y'all to do a certain thing. And if we've identified that most of the top donors are fucking fuds and rhinos and Zionists, that's what the control is about. It's not about actual liberty. These organizations were like still, again, Turning Point was a back to blue ass organization. That is not what fucking America needs. America needs less government, limited government, less police presence. Show up when we call you to stop actual fucking attacks on people and property. But no, that didn't happen because in certain localities, y'all just wasn't even, we not going. Right? But Turning Point isn't up. Freedom. You motherfuckers got him running around selling shirts saying freedom. You were not advocating for limiting fucking government. You galvanized a whole bunch of college people to do things that were still in alignment with the status quo, just the opposite end of the status quo on the left. That's what fucking Turning Point did. And it's about to be done. Because Charlie Kirk was not this great fucking amazing. Stop all of that fucking, his Christian faith. And I feel you. And that's great. And that's cool. But I'm not going to lie. What community work were they doing to influence and actually help the big areas, blue areas? No. You sat at college campuses, you made fun of and ridiculed and went back and forth with stupid-ass leftist teenagers. That's what it was. And it's great for clickbait. It's great for advertising. It's great for that. And that's where the $100 million come from. Stop. And I'm telling you as somebody that spoke at these events. Multiple. Candace herself invited me to the one that I spoke at in Atlanta. Stop. America doesn't need more of this fake shit. We need the honesty up front. I don't need a motherfucker telling me, it was a great time in Riyadh and acting like it's not about, I went there for the bad. Tell me you went there for the bad. And the problem they've created now with Erica Kirk with her bullshit and this fake ass situation is now potentially, and this is my opinion, I have no proof for this, and I get it, they might just be really good friends, wink, wink. But now you got a problem because for some reason that split happens and Kirk maintains some sort of relationship with Candace Owens. And now all of a sudden he dies. And now for whatever reason, she going to be a bulldog on the fucking stake about this conversation. Whether it's only for her ratings or whatever the fuck, she has not stopped talking about fucking Charlie Kirk since then because y'all being fake as shit. You wanted him to continue to go be in certain directions that he might not wanted to be in no more. That's what everything fucking points to. Stop. Everything about Bill Burr is, I went to Riyadh to get $1.5 million. I am now talking and sounding more like my leftist fucking wife because I'm married to my leftist fucking wife. And we making more money and she's showing me how to protect the leftist bullshit and I'm a sellout. Own it. Own it. What the fuck does this have to do with us? What it has to do with us is, if you keep talking that free, I got to get strong shit. If you got to do this, you got to do it. If you keep telling me, I got somebody that told me they was going, man, this has happened several times. I got you, Maj, and it never fucking materializes. Miss me with the fake shit. If somebody shows up with $800 million for me, I told y'all what it the fuck is. Go listen to my old shit. Don't listen to no more of my new shit when I show up with 2 of the same Bentleys. Stop. Until then, I'm going to keep mashing the motherfuck forward for this freedom and liberty shit. And y'all going to have to come fucking do something to me. And you won't do something to me because unlike these goofballs, I seen Steve Crowder making a show out of it. Now he's showing back up to argue with college students again. After Kirk stole his idea from him and stole his thunder, he's showing up with this soft-ass vest. And that soft-ass vest don't even motherfucking stop rifle rounds. Boy, stop. Then you got a video of somebody putting the fucking vest on you. You can't put a vest on your goddamn self. That's only going to stop handgun rounds. He got shot from 200 yards away, allegedly. All of this performative fake shit is happening, and it might be a jilted woman or an angry woman like Candace Owens that already saw, oh shit, I could break away from the machine and actually get more popular. Then fuck it, I'm going to keep talking that shit. Now y'all got a problem with somebody like this. Because everybody being fake off this joint. Ain't no real money. I told Candace Owens, y'all know how I got on Candace Owens' show years ago? Candace was floating through. At the time, Candace actually lived in Philly. Most people don't know that. Candace lived in Philly. Okay? And there was a video of her getting kind of harassed a bit by some random fucking dudes at the Green Eggs Cafe downtown. And I text her, I'm like, bro, when you going out around these places, have me or somebody, I'll send some of my homies with you. But cut that fucking just hanging out. This is years back. Cut that fucking like just hanging out. You get into, and she was like, yo, Maj, you want to do the show? I'm like, yeah. I went to DC, I did the fucking show. I've been critical of her on certain issues, but Candace ain't never been fake to me, with me. That's what I mean by that, right? I think Candace is harder than a lot of these motherfuckers. That's what I think. Whether she's now an investigative journalist or not, that's a different conversation. I ain't really mad at that. But it's too much soft fake shit going on. And I got gatekeepers acting like they want to have me on their show. That's cool. We're going to keep building. But that building happens with y'all support. I will mop any of these motherfuckers in a sit down. They know that. Hodge twins act like they wanted to have me on. I started being critical of some of their shit. They won't want to have me on now. All right, cool. I got my own platform. We are being bombarded with bitch shit. Soft fake shit. As opposed to the real shit. I don't want to have you on, right? These liberals, that black dudes that act like they the homies that show up, pretend like they trying to hook, I'm gonna hook you up and be fucking lying, right? They hope I go away. They hope I fucking can't have these big ass shoulders and fucking handsome when he shaving and all of this. And he talk that shit, can't have him. I want them to say, I'm not putting you on my platform because you're gonna outshine me. I can respect that. I don't respect this bullshit. And I don't think Candace respects it either. Who we got? True Hype? True Hype, what's up? What you agreeing with? What you disagreeing with, bro?
Hey, what's going on, Maj?
What's up?
Hey, I can't say that I disagree with too much because I've been very critical of a lot of these talking heads for years, man. And I've had the privilege, if you will, to be able to talk to some behind the scene folks, and you know what I'm saying, like they kind of confirmed some of the things that I suspected. And like one of my biggest things with Charlie Kirk was I didn't think it was effective. You know what I'm saying? The change my mind thing. Steven Crowder did that. I think that's actually I think that was good at a certain time period for a small time period.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To show like a juxtaposition of things. But I'm just like, yo, man, you just beating up on college kids, man, like the whole time. That's not really a good look. It's cool to show the hypocrisy here and there, but just like that to be the shtick. That's not a good look, man.
It
To me.
doesn't. It does. Appreciate that, True Hype. It doesn't. It's not impressive to people that know better. That you, on one hand, we say these are stupid leftist college students that have had 12 years of leftist indoctrination. Of course, you're supposed to beat them. Of course, they think that men can get pregnant. The fuck are you talking about? Like, of course you're supposed to beat them. How does that actually advance conservatism? This is why I don't do these things that people call debates. The things that people call debates, right? I appreciate you for that, True Hype. Just the same. Anybody else want to call in? If you're watching on YouTube, it's in the chat and it's on the screen now. Hit the link. Bookworm, if you can, put it back up there. Saying this to say, y'all, the advancement of a cause is based on someone getting presented with information that they're open to, and that openness changes their mind, right? If it's always adversarial, it's just people going back and forth. The reason why I don't do too many of these fucking debates, the one debate that y'all can all go look at is one that had rules. It was on Vice. It was me years ago against the executive vice president of Gun Violence Prevention of America. Why I agreed to that debate is because it had structure, it had rules, and it had a fucking this is how we do it. Somebody said it's pinned at the top of the chat. All right. If y'all want to call in, it's pinned at the top of the chat. Anyway, the rules of that Vice debate was they asked a question, Facebook would vote on it, then me and her talked about it, and then Facebook would vote again. And this happened 5 times, I think, right? And they voted this way. It was anti-gun most times. Then we both spoke, and then it went pro-gun 3 out of, maybe even 4 out of those 5 times. I 1000% whipped this lady's ass because a debate has structure and it has rules. What these people are doing is clickbait. That works good for fundraising. That works good for the people that already agree with you. That does not advance the cause of libertarianism. It does not. It doesn't. It just makes you go, see, he clowned them. He owned the left. He owned that lib. Our work at Black Guns Matter is cited in the Bruin decision. Our work was used, our work in going to all of these different cities for years, is used in arguably some of the most historic pro-gun legislation in American history. The Bruin decision, which overturned New York's unconstitutional carry laws. Black Guns Matter is cited in that decision, which means we helped get New York's carry laws overturned. I never argued with fucking college students. I actually did the opposite. When we partnered with Young Americans for Liberty, we did 5 cities in California, liberal colleges, universities. We didn't argue with the students. We didn't argue. When I got invited to our very first Compton class, I got invited to University of South, USC, whatever that shit is called, Southern California, USC, right? I sat down with students. This was done. We converted our class in Compton. If you type Maj Toure, Barcroft Media, that's our first Compton class. 500 fucking people showed up to become pro-gun. You don't win this culture and political war by just arguing and yelling back and forth against people. That's good for clicks, for your ad revenue, for Rumble, Steven Crowder. It's not good for advancing the cause, because meanwhile, these same rhinos in the GOP are arguing this point, but their president and the House and the Senate is pushing legislation that expands the military-industrial complex, expands the police state, expands the surveillance state. What fucking win is that? What win is that? This arguing is stupid. It's the same as when the Manosphere debates bimbos and OnlyFans girls. What the fuck does that do? Does that create more conservative, traditional wives? Fuck no. Myron's a fucking moron. Myron's a fucking moron. But this is where we wrong. Because we start utilizing and sharing those clips all over the place. Y'all don't be highlighting the real. Y'all don't be highlighting Sonny Johnson. Y'all don't clip up Maj Toure and put him all over the place. Why? Because we challenge you to be better. Because in order for America to be better, we got to be more nuanced and objective and maintain a standard. You pointing the finger at the fucking left and making fun of them does not fucking get a win. It doesn't. The work gets a win. But sometimes we just want to own the libs. I'm telling you, that's the way that America's going to go to hell in a handbasket. Because the pendulum, we talk about this all the time. The pendulum just going to keep swinging. I'm straight. If the apocalypse pop off, our people problem being extremely violent to people to take whatever I want. It's not bothering me at all. Nope, I definitely know I could be a warlord. There's no doubt about it. But our nation would fucking fall. Our nation is continuously being fed to extreme ends that expands the government's control. Our president, Donald Trump, has signed over 200 executive orders and actions in his first less than a year. That is insane. And the White House's social media profiles is promoting it as if it's a fucking good thing. And it's not. It's not. And then one of the only few people that's actually saying that shit is fucking a girl. It's a fucking girl. Candace, who made her, and this is why I give her pushback, because a lot of her earlier talking points was just down talking black people. I can't erase that part of the game. I ain't going to erase that. But right now, she seemed to be the motherfucker that, where the men at? Oh, okay, I got to do it. Okay. Maj got to be an internet motherfucker now. But Maj don't got the back. Candace's husband is rich. How much he sold? Yeah, somebody tell me how much he sold Parler for. Okay? My point in saying this is, where we at is the men. We got the chick out there. And she riding hard because her boo thing, she a woman scorned. Her boo thing got popped in the neck in front of everybody. She want to know who did it. It's a boo thing. Allegedly. That's my opinion. It's a joke. I don't want to catch no court cases, no charges, no civil suits. Right? True Hype says, last time I checked, Turning Point didn't do a good job of registration of new or just young voters in general. Plenty more efficient, effective people out here knocking on doors but don't get the dollars. Hello, Scott Pressler. Telling y'all. This shit, I ain't gonna front for the shit just because fucking Turning Point is under new management or Charlie Kirk died. I'm not gonna act like Charlie Kirk was this fucking, you mean? I ain't gonna do that. I also am gonna say that's fucked up that he got killed that way. That's fucked up. Because some people that didn't understand that he was just doing like regular college people talk shit. Some people, young, stupid people on the right that weren't as evolved. I'll say it that way. I do think he was a net positive in the sense of at least getting people to like go to church and be a little bit more righteous. I'll give him that. But y'all fucking shot him for your own interest. And you replaced him with this weird Erica Kirk chick. She weird. Y'all can get mad at me all you want. She fucking weird. The whole story is weird. The whole story is weird. We still ain't recovered a fucking round. In what fucking world within a week is the entire fucking area dug up, a murder scene? The area is dug up and covered up and restructured with cement. In what world is that not fucking weird? You ain't got to be a conspiracy theorist. You just got to pay attention. You seen a fucking crime scene before? In what world? Where is the footage from that camera that the guy got up there and took down? What the fuck? What happened to that? Where that shit at? It's not wrong of you to say this, but you know why so many motherfuckers don't want to say it? Because they bought too. Because they fucking bought too. They bought too. Where the autopsy? Where? You mean to tell me motherfuckers had a certificate of death the same day? Damn. That's fast. You should be asking certain questions. And you should be demanding motherfuckers when the shit look, come on, bro, don't lie to me. You flew over to Riyadh to get the 1.5. You Mandalorian it the fuck out because your liberal wife popped up and that, come on, just own it, bro. Missus. The rooftop at Butler, PA, where Trump gets shot, bullet grazed past his ear. Y'all an hour later rinsing the shit off. What the fuck are you talking about? But why ain't no, especially black conservative men? Why the Hodge twins ain't talking about this shit? Only motherfuckers that seem to want to say it is the woman and the goofball Nick Fuentes. And he can't even motherfucking talk without calling fucking black people niggas every 5 minutes. So he don't even get, he a clown. The gay Mexican pretending like he a white supremacist. Get the fuck out of here. I don't let a motherfucker cause charisma trick me out of the fact that you saying and doing some dumb shit too. How hard is it? Why can't you motherfuckers maintain the brand discipline, the America brand discipline? It's us against the fucking government. It's us against all enemies, foreign and domestic. So I guess Maj got to do it. And that's cool. I got the camera set up and everything coming. We are living through bitch-ass times with bitch-ass people where most of the men are fucking quiet because they're more excited about being on a fucking podcast than telling the truth about obvious bullshit. Obvious bullshit. Anyway, guys, I said all that to say to support the motherfucking work. Don't just be up here, yeah, Maj, we agree with you. We need your help. GiveSendGo.com/solutionary is the site. We need now 400. Let me look at the math. I actually did the math before I came on to tonight's show. This how many $100 donors we need. I ain't got $100 million of donors just randomly trying to drop money out the fucking ceiling for me. We need 455 more $100 donors. We're going to try to do that shit this weekend. We end the fundraising goal. We buy our solutionary center. We get one location that we can keep the classes going free to all, and we keep the classes going nationally, traveling free to all. That's the goal. We need 455 of you to donate at the $100 level. There's 326 of y'all watching right now. Just imagine. I hear y'all talking all of this Charlie Kirk shit, and some of y'all might be mad at me. But you can't disagree with the fact that what I'm saying about the work that needs to be done in our communities. You can't disagree with the fact that this shit don't look weird. And even if you disagree with me on some of the perspective that I have on Charlie Kirk, I have not been deliberately or intentionally disrespectful to Charlie Kirk. And I've said he has been a net positive in some ways. But we need to motherfucking, keep going. Quentin Roy says, Maj, what do you need to reach your fundraising goal for tonight? You mean for the super chat? If you mean the super chat, say that. But this weekend goal is $45,000. That's what I'm trying to get this weekend. $45,000. GiveSendGo.com/solutionary. Quentin, if you want to give us $45,000, shoot me your your email or DM, and I'll definitely figure out how we can get some money together off that. But nonetheless, that's the goal this weekend. 455 $100 donors to keep the classes, the by the center, and keep rumbling. I don't have a rich fucking wife. I ain't get to Oprah yet. And ASAP Rocky beat me to Rihanna. So, I still got to do this work, and I don't got Jewish crazy donors. Quentin Roy says, I don't got 45 grand, bro. I can dig it. Listen, tonight, I think we may raise, let me look. Let me give everybody props for that support. Starch gave up at the $10. Appreciate that. Who else? Decent gave 20, so that's what, 30? And True Hype gave 10, that's 40. So $160 for the super chats. So we try to do 200 a night. So that's what we need for that. Right? Himenica says, I don't want Oprah. Shit. Himenica, you tripping. I want Oprah. I need Oprah. Hey, Oprah, listen. If you listening, Oprah. Yeah, I take Cash App. My Cash App is Mr. Maj Toure. $MRMAJTOURE. All right? $MRMAJTOURE. Mr. Maj Toure. Y'all can do a Cash App. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Right? Oprah. If you listening, hey, boo. Hey, big head. Listen. How about you, me, Gail, little wine, little brunch, little bottomless mimosas, Martha's Vineyard. Let me talk about a few things. Just us three. Leave Stedman home. You know, leave Stedman home. Oprah, we could talk about some firearms training. You know, we could talk Gail. We could talk about that with her too. You know, we can have a discussion about the Solutionary Center. We can have a discussion about this small little a bit of money that we need to get that going. You know, we just sip some wine by the fire in the evening, and we all just, you know, cuddle up a bit, have a conversation. You know, Martha's Vineyard over Maui, because Martha's Vineyard's closer. We could all get to it faster. You know, money like speed. You feel me? But yeah, I want Oprah. But since I don't got it, guys, we need everybody's support. The jacuzzi too. Everything. Candace a little mad. She just lost the boo thing. And Candace, she ain't old and seasoned. Candace too slim. Oprah, tig old bitties. You know what I'm saying? Gail got that wagon. You know? And we could do some work. We could do some good community work together as a threesome. I mean, as a tandem, as a triangle, as a pyramid, right? It can happen. It can happen, guys. But until that happens, guys, support the work. This weekend is gonna be all fundraising, y'all. Y'all gonna get mad at me if you on X. All I'm gonna be doing is fundraising all weekend. We need 455 people to tap in at $100. What do you get for doing that? You're paying it forward for others to learn, to help us buy our building, to hit our goal. Our deadline is 29 days from now, Halloween. But you're helping to help us get that goal, as well as you get access to Solutionary University. All of the video classes, the modules, the curriculums, transformative information to empower ourselves. I know we talk about all of these things, but a Stop the Bleed class, an emergency first aid kit, a conflict resolution, understanding imminent threat, firearms basics. These are things that we all need. And I want y'all to have access to this transformative information. So if you pay it forward for somebody else, you're going to get the membership to Solutionary University. The videos come right to you. You watch them at your leisure. It's like you buy a movie on Amazon. You have these videos that you can watch whenever you want at your own leisure. The modules, the classes, the actual curriculums, they come right to your email. We have to work together on these things. Complaining about the Jews and who killed Charlie Kirk and Bill Burr got his bags of money. And a lot of times the reason why these people sell out is because the community don't get behind them the way that they should. I can attest to that to a certain extent. There's no reason that a Brandon Tatum should be and he dick riding. Let me be very clear. Brandon Tatum is a fucking dick rider. It's going to take us a little bit longer because we not dick riding as solutionaries. But we gotta, come on, y'all. We gotta band together. So, givesendgo.com/solutionary. I want to thank y'all all for tapping in. Don't wait. Hit the fucking link. If you're watching on X, is my pinned post. This whole weekend, let's get 455 people to pitch in $100. We can do this. If I got fucking shot, y'all will start going to go buy t-shirts and shit, right? Don't wait till I'm fucking, man, don't wait for that. Quentin, boom, with the 150. Appreciate you, Quentin, with the $150 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. We haven't got to our goal for $200 in the super chat in a long time. And Quentin just did that. Quentin, whatever platform you on, right? Shoot me a DM, bro. X, everybody know my email, right? My email is majtoure@solutionaryuniversity.org. Everybody should just email me. Y'all should. You got questions, you want to know more about Solutionary University, doesn't matter. Shoot me an email. Quentin, shoot me an email so I can get your contact too. Right? So I can also make sure that you get access to Solutionary University. Now think about this. Think about this, y'all. Think about this. Jimenica just said everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button for sure. Think about this. Imagine if 100 people did that. 100 people said, yo, I'm in. And that's what I'm talking about. The thing, Keimer Shatter says, sent the DM the other day. Email me, Keimer. majtoure@solutionaryuniversity.org. Think about this, y'all. Imagine if everybody watching just pitched in $100. Imagine if I could. This is what I love about Thomas Massey. Thomas, and it's always so puzzling, but so I love it. Thomas Massey is still able to smash all of his competition in his district in Kentucky because he's just been a principled dude. But his district gets behind him. Imagine if we could just have a war chest where we could just start setting up solutionary centers in every major city and then fund employees to get this type of information to people. Imagine if we had another $1 million set aside where it was just Mars could go compete against all of these goofballs on every single platform. Imagine if I had $1 million where I could make a set like Patrick Bet David and them got. And we could still do the work. And we can invite all of the people that I know out and they will be comfortable and taken care of well. And we can have these amazing conversations with the real conservatives, the real liberty-minded folks. That's what we got to start thinking about, y'all. But this only happens if I take a bag of money from a company that comes with stipulations. And I've been offered money. Some people pretend like they're going to give me money just to make me be quiet for a while. I'm telling y'all what happens. I'm telling y'all. We're going to keep inching and we're going to get up there. We're going to get a few million in the tuck and then we're going to start competing. But in order to do that, support the work, y'all. If I fucking got shot, y'all would go buy merch. Go buy the fucking merch now. You not with voluntarily donating? Cool. Go buy $100 worth of merch. Let's get 300-400 people to go do a couple of fucking TV shows. Right? Get it. I mean, TV shows worth for fucking like merch. You don't want to donate? Cool. Go buy $100 worth of merch and get free shipping. Okay? These are the things that we can do. We can beat these people, y'all. Why Candace got to be the only one out there telling the truth? Oh, because her husband's independently wealthy. So let's make truth tellers independently fucking wealthy, y'all. And I don't mean wealthy for me. I'm saying let's get the fucking work done. Grab some merch, blackgunsmatter.shop. Charles says, which donation form gets you the most towards solutionary? I know sometimes platforms take more percent than others. I'll follow with 100. That is, everybody should go to, if you want to do it the best way, that we get less of a cut taken, give Singo. The super chats, we try to do those so in a month we have a chunk and we can put it towards a thing, but we only got 29 days left to hit our goal. So everybody, please give sendgo.com/solutionary. I would rather everybody do it that way. If you donate $99 or more, you're going to get access to Solutionary University and all of the classes. No, I ain't tripping, Quentin. I appreciate that you did that. Don't get me fucked up. We'll make it work, right? But the best way is because we can chunk down on our goal. We got 29 days left. I do these shows because I think it's important for us to talk about these things, tie them back into solutions. But the work is how we really win. We change the hearts and minds and get in the Bruin decision and overturn bullshit, unconstitutional legislation because of the work. The conversation adds to the work. The conversation adds to the work. But the work is the work. You understand? GiveSendGo.com/solutionary. That's all this weekend going to be. Guys, let me see if somebody donated while I was doing the thing. Because I get the emails right here. All right, Quentin just shot me an email. I got it, Quentin. From St. Louis. I got you. Guys, go support the work. Go buy some merch. Jacob just brought a Being a Bitch is Un-American t-shirt. Appreciate you. Marcus just cash apped. Appreciate that. Guys, support the work. All this weekend, let's do an insane goal of getting 55 people to donate at the $100 level. Charles says, Quentin, no diss towards you. You aspire more giving. It's been a while since I've donated. Appreciate you, Charles. Guys, GiveSendGo.com/solutionary is the direct site. If you're not into fucking donating things, I understand. It's not a diss. Go grab $100 worth of merch. Go grab 2 hoodies or something. And the reason why I'm saying $100 is because every order over $100, you get free shipping. So we at least could take the shipping cost off. So that's at blackgunsmatter.shop. But everybody go $100 and get access to Solutionary University, all of the classes. GiveSendGo.com/solutionary. Thank y'all so much for listening to my rant on Friday. I feel a lot better now. If anybody got a plug with Oprah, please send her my way. Y'all got my email, right? And I appreciate you all. I'll see y'all on Monday, as opposed to everybody that's going to be emailing me right now. I'll be engaging you guys for a little bit and share this space all over the place. I'll talk to y'all outside of that this weekend. Fundraising on X. Follow me there. Subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on X, subscribe to youtube.com/Maj2Ray. Share this space all over the place. And I will see you guys on social media and or Monday. Be safe. Be solutionary.